Ah, Timmy, the newbie, what can I do you for? Hi, sir, I'd like a sword. A sword? A sword? What kind of sword, you indecisive swine? Oh God, I don't know. Can I just get a good sword? You know what? I'll do you one better, son. This right here, this isn't just a good sword. This is a great sword. How am I supposed to pick this up? So, you want to main the Great Sword. Well, let me stop you right now and say that you are probably not strong enough either physically or mentally to wield this glorious hunk of metal. The Great Sword is like if a weapon was made out of David Hasselhoff and the Beatles. It is just the best of everything, as long as the everything you are looking for is big, big, big! If you are looking to have a massive number pop up on your screen, then nothing is better than the True Charge Slash. This weapon somehow manages to hold the spot of one of the most beginner-friendly weapons while also having one of the highest skill ceilings. If you had the IQ of a monkey wearing a donut for a hat, you could play a crit draw build. And you don't even need that many jewels to make a passable one. However, only the true gods of gaming know how to properly pull off the beauty that is True Charge. If you want a weapon where you can viably use every attack it has, then look no further. Even the Rising Slash is a great attack for sending your teammates flying. Very few weapons benefit quite as much as the Great Sword from knowing the fight you are walking into like the back of your sword. I say sword because you don't care about your hands anymore. Your hands don't exist, they are just an extension of the Great Sword itself. And a Great Sword user will never let you forget about their knowledge of the monster either, or the size of their number, or pretty much anything else that they do. They are essentially the Hummer drivers of Monster Hunter. Worried that you'll have to worry about elements or statuses? Well, not with this weapon! The developers of the game were so hyper aware of the type of Neanderthals that would want to lug around a giant sword that they did their best to make the weapon as simple as possible. Raw damage is king, and as such, the true king of swords is the rocket-powered Great...
My God, stop.
Rocket-powered Great Sword!
What?
And if you think having a rocket-powered sword is fucking awesome, you're right. But just wait until you hit a monster with your rocket-powered shoulder. Shoulder Bash has to be one of the most satisfying moves in the entirety of Monster Hunter to pull off. You must have skipped leg day, and chest day, and arm day to work only on your upper back and shoulders to do what a greatsword user can do. With Shoulder Bash, you can somehow break through any attack a monster is doing, taking insanely reduced damage and managing to stay in a prime offensive position as it holds your combo level and keeps you on your feet. One tip for every player in the game is when a monster goes to sleep. If you have a greatsword user in the party and they aren't the one doing the wake up hit, then you are doing something wrong! Unless they are the one doing something wrong, as they literally miss the hit 10,000 times before you get impatient and do it for them! And that isn't just related to sleeping. 9 out of 10 greatsword attacks do not hit a monster. Please call the number on screen to adopt a greatsword now and show those morons how it's done. Timmy, what on earth are you doing? I don't know, I just sort of looked at the sword and thought maybe if I just held it in front of me and used it as a shield. Timmy, that may be a really smart idea, but it doesn't make you look any less stupid. Hey! That's right, with a greatsword you can block attacks like you are holding a shield in front of you. It works a lot like a lance shield with a few small exceptions. These exceptions being that you can't move while guarding, the recovery time is longer, the stamina consumption is absolutely massive, as is the sharpness loss, and most of all, you look stupider than someone who believes that the word stupider is an actual word. Unsurprisingly, for a weapon designed to be as outwardly simple as the people who play it, this weapon requires very few skills to do decent damage. Though, on the other hand, supported by the correct skills, it can do some of the best damage out there. Most of it is just the regular damage skills like Weakness Exploit, Crit Boost, Attack Boost, Agitator, Peak Performance, and Max Might, but there's also the little niche in the skill known as Focus. There is light debate in the greatsword community about the usage of Focus, but the best way to explain it is to say that charging a greatsword hit without Focus feels like this, whereas charging one with Focus feels like this. Don't hit me now, cause I'm attacking with my greatsword! On top of skills, if you get into the proper endgame with a greatsword to the point where you unlock weapon augments, one of the greatest things you can ever do in this game is a little something known as the health augment. While a health augment is fantastic on pretty much every weapon, you can really feel it on a greatsword, as you restore chunks of health with every single hit, and even more so with a fucking true charge slash. You just watch your health bar go all the way up, and when combined with some well-timed shoulder tackles, you will be an unkillable killing machine.
So, Timmy, after your week of training, how do you feel about the greatsword?
I think it is an awesomely fluid weapon that has a crazy amount of depth, considering how shallow the moveset actually looks from the outside.
Is this the weapon for you?
Well, you see, the real problem here, sir, is that I still can't pick it up.